Now, just like you, I was locked in to see one person knocked out, and that person was Jake Paul on the floor, mic on top of him, history photos being taken, people cheering, Mike talking shit. You make me horny, Jake. You make me horny. I had to fuck you up. But instead, Netflix decided to get knocked out. All the dislikes that I had from Jake, it just turned over to Netflix. Now, it might have been like early evening for your time, but the fight started for me. It was between 5 a.m. to 8, 9 a.m. So I had to lock in, fight demons, not to fight to fall asleep. I had like 4 coffees. I had like 3 shishas. I was fully locked in on a 75-inch TV. I had friends over. We were chilling on the couch, waiting for the Mike Tyson poll. That's why we were all fighting demons to stay away. And at the end, the site decided to crash because 120 million people were streaming it. But thank God for these illegal movie third-party websites who steal your data and sell it to scammers. Thank God for them for being there, for saving the night. Now, personally, I thought only 8 to 9 million people are going to be watching the fight. It really shocked me when they announced that it was 120 million people. That is 50% of all Netflix subscriptions all around the world. Netflix has what, 240 million subscribers on monthly basis, and half of them decided to go. But keep in mind, Netflix is worth over $300 billion and they have 13,000 employees. What do you expect is going to happen? Most people are already subscribed to Netflix, so obviously they're going to be watching it for absolutely free. Now, it's their first time doing it live, but a company worth $300 billion, they should be able to handle an event this big, and they should have thought about everything in the first place, including their site, app, whatever crashing. Piss a lot of people off, and 100% there were people like me where this was the hit. This was the time after months of producing shitty movies and shitty series on Netflix. This was the touch. This was it. After 5 years of being subscribed to Netflix, just literally when I woke up, Netflix was back up. First thing I did was cancel my subscription because fuck that. Because not only that, they tried to put the blame on us. Your network is not working. Bitch, it was working all night. It was giving me messages. Can you answer these 3 questions so we can help, fix this problem? Fix it. It's your problem. Netflix started asking questions like, is anyone else connected to your network? That really pissed me off, where they try to put the blame on the people. They try to, it's not us, guys. Check your network. Without a doubt, people were fired because that wasn't the only fuck up that Netflix had. Now, fortunately for me, my screen got stuck on Netflix. It froze at the middle of the female fights. But some people were not fortunate, and it was stuck on Mike Tyson's butt cheeks. So many questions. First of all, Netflix's cameraman fired. You can see Mike Tyson is letting his ass hair breathe. And you decided to just, look at it. Maybe, okay, look. Maybe he got shocked. Never in a million years he thought he'll see Mike Tyson's butt cheeks walking away. So he forgot which one was zoom and which one was zoom out. He started having eye contact with his butt cheeks and he absolutely lost control. And a lot of people were traumatized that night. Now let's talk about the fight. I think the last 2 fights before the Tyson Fury fight, it was the most entertaining one, especially when the Mexicans that were fighting. That shit was purely entertaining. Now, I never watched boxing. I don't know much about it, but I know the basic rules. I know how the shit works. I know the basic stuff. And the female fight really pissed me off, even though I don't really care about boxing. But it was a pure steal. Now, let's talk about the Mike and Jake fight. A few hours ago before the fight, some reports came out that it is being alleged that Mike is not allowed to knock out Jake according to the contract. The whole shit is rigged. Now, before the fight, a lot of fighters, they spoke to some casino sites to give their predictions, to bet money on the Jake Tyson fight. And amongst them, Carl Froch, who's a British boxer, professional boxer, he made the quick revelation about what he had heard about the contract. He said that depends what it says in the contract, doesn't it? Question mark. Allegedly, there's a clause in there that says Tyson can't go for it, meaning he can't go for a knockout. And holy shit, this news just spread like wildfire. Apparently, the sentence he had heard that there was something like this in the contract translated into people saying, I knew it! I knew it! I told you guys it was all rigged. Apparently, English wasn't Englishing for these TikTokers, and it sounded like evidence to them. And TikTokers with absolutely no evidence went all over the place, getting millions and millions of views and likes, sharing this information without being confirmed to everyone, saying it was all rigged because we have evidence. And what was their evidence? Just them yapping and saying it was all rigged. This picture also went viral. Apparently they're saying the script got leaked. And round 1, 2, and 3 sounded like the fight, exactly what happened. But round 5 it said that Jake knocked out Tyson, which is completely untrue. Personally, in my opinion, after watching the fight, Tyson was he was trying to knock Jake out. Now let's break it down. Tyson first 1-2 rounds went in for it, got a little bit tired later on. Jake was absolutely shitting himself. It was like if you were put in a knife match with Michael Myers. That's how he was feeling. The first 1 to 2 rounds, Mike was absolutely going for it, but then later on he started getting tired. Obviously, being 58 years old, if you think you walked up the stairs or down the stairs in your house and your bones started, dust started coming off your bones, wait till you get to 58. You're gonna really start feeling your bones. And Mike Tyson, with having a huge upper body, even though his legs are big, in those shorts, he looked like, what was that evil guy from Despicable Me? What was his name? I was fully standing up on the first 1 to 2 rounds, but then afterwards, it was just sad to watch. But I still had hope that Tyson can take him out because all he needed was one good shot. I thought he's saving his energy because obviously after all the shit that he smokes, he needs to save up his energy. And I thought like he does what he does at the end of the rounds always. Round 7 or round 8, he was actually going for it. But even at round 7 and 8, it was still very, very sad to watch. I thought he was saving his energy up so towards the end he's going to bust inside Jake Paul and give everyone a happy ending. But at the end, he didn't really try anything. He was paid. He didn't care much. He just wanted the fight to be over so he can go smoke his weed. Now, Mike, his reach is really not that far when it comes to like compared to Jake Paul. All he had to do was just get inside and start throwing shit at him. And Mike predicted it from before as well that Jake is just gonna start running away because, you know, if I get it, he's done. This is just my personal opinion. The way I saw it, I didn't see it being rigged. And I kind of respected Jake Paul as well throughout the whole fight a little bit as well. Even though he pissed a lot of people off, throughout the fight, it was very obvious that he wasn't trying to knock out Tyson. It was two things. He was out of fear in case he tries to go for a knockout or, you know, tries to hurt him or punch him, give him a jab. He's going to get hit with like an uppercut or something. And he's going to be absolutely shatocked on the floor. And the second thing was he didn't want to disrespect a legend like that. He doesn't care what people think about him. They were going to hate him either way. He cared about, because, you know, he's taking boxing fully seriously. And someone like Mike Tyson is his hero, and him just knocking Mike on the floor at the age of 58 is very disrespectful, and he didn't really want to do that. So he was just fighting off. He was trying to, you know, just land a few punches so he can get the points, and at the end, he can be declared the winner. And the last thing he did towards the end, bowing down towards Mike Tyson, you got to respect Jake for that.
At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit because you noticed he was tiring out?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. You know, I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
The only thing that was hurt in this situation was my sleeping schedule. The whole fight, there was just no point. Two people benefited from this, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Jake taking 40 million, Mike taking 20 million. I mean, good for them. Mike doesn't care about anything but his family, and 20 million is going to help his family a lot. Good for him. But, you know, there's more things I wanted to talk about as well. The biting situation, the mouthpiece situation with Mike Tyson. During the whole fight, he was biting his glove. People thought, you know, his mouthpiece is having some issues. But then later on, he confirmed that he was actually biting. He has a biting addiction.
The broadcast team was debating what you were doing with your glove. Was it a mouthpiece issue, or were you just biting on your glove? What was that? Could you tell us?
Oh, I have a habit of biting my gloves when I fight, yes.
Why do you do that?
I have a biting fixation.
I've heard about that.
And I told this to my friends as well. He's fighting the urge to bite Jake's dick off in this situation. And obviously with Mike, his mind was telling him what to do, but his body was like, calm down, we're 58 years old. His reflexes were absolutely slow. His balance was just off the charts. Even though I was covering my eyes like I was watching a horror movie, watching Tyson just react like this and having slow reflexes, it was definitely a very hard watch. Even though I thought it was a hard watch and an absolute waste of my sleep, I think it was a very good goodbye for Mike Tyson. But what did Tyson decide to do? He he decided to come and take a big fat juicy shit on the whole thing. It was the perfect way for him to leave the legacy, but instead this is what he said.
Mike, could I ask, do you want to do this again, or are you officially done now?
I don't know. It depends on the situation.
Depends on the situation. Translation, depends how much they pay me. Honestly, after everyone watching you know, Tyson fight, the next fight is going to have, everyone's just going to be fake cheering. Yeah, go Tyson. Still can do it. It is not going to be having the same hype after he only landed 17 shots. This was a legendary go out, but at the same time, he will collect the money. He will collect the money and, you know, spend it on his family, as he does not care about anyone else but his family, and you gotta respect that.
What does your gut say right now? Is this possibly the last time for you?
I don't think so.
You've got more in you. Who comes to mind?
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan? Logan, I think he said you might be next.
I'll kill you, Mike.
No, please, no.
It's on then.
Just don't step on his toes.
Now, after watching this live, there was something missing in the whole thing. I was like, okay, this is not Logan. So, did he get a new haircut? What's different about Logan? And I figured it out. There was no prime bottle in his hand. And that was the reason why he was all moody and his body itching. And the reason for that is because, you know, Celsius is sponsoring Jake Paul, and they had a whole fight about it. And he's not even allowed to bring the prime bottle inside the event if he wants to show up in the event at all. And I know, I haven't forgotten about the bet that we made in the last video. If Tyson loses, we gotta do 50 push-ups. And we gotta be the man of our words. So, I know you were probably on Tyson's side. Get up. We gotta do our 50 push-ups. Now, put your phone down, the laptop, whatever it is. Keep it there. Get on the floor right now. We're gonna do it both together. We gotta go all together, yeah? Just don't look at the screen. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Don't look at the screen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, this is so hard. 9, 10. Keep going. 5, 10, 11, 15, 18, 19, 20. Don't look at the screen. Keep going. Keep going. Focus. Focus. 25, 27, 28, 29, 35, 36, 37. Keep going. Keep going. You can do this. You gotta be a man of your words. 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 49, and 50. Alright, get up. You did good. You're the man of your word. You did your 50 push-ups just like you promised. But anyways, the biggest event of the year turned out to be a massive shit show, thanks to Netflix for setting this whole thing up and messing up in their part as well. Maybe if they put on some new actual good shows, I'll consider subscribing again. But anyways, just wanted to talk about this whole thing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below as usual. Like, subscription, and if you're new here, take it easy. I will see you at the next one.